Unpause the recording, and thank you once again for attending this webinar about Seattle University's relationship with Timely Care. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. Hopefully everyone can see the Timely Care up on the screen. If somebody wouldn't mind typing back in chat that they are able to see Timely Care logo with a QR code, I would really appreciate it. Okay, excellent. Yes, I got a yes. Thank you. So I really appreciate that. Wonderful. So if you're already excited about Timely Care, you kind of know what it is. Go ahead and scan that QR code. My name is Chris Fiorello. I'm the Director of Wellness and Health Promotion. And so I am the director of one of the many wellness units on campus. We have a bunch. Our counseling center provides individual counseling support, short-term, to Seattle University students. And they are our sort of like first line for counseling, though we will talk about how Timely Care supports them. Similarly, we do have a student health center, which many of you I know attended their webinar about an hour ago, and so I won't go into too terribly much detail about them, but it's a wonderful group of providers who are providing excellent care to our students and include a whole range of acute illnesses, as well as a psychiatric nurse practitioner who works there to support psychiatric concerns. Our office, the Office of Wellness and Health Promotion, provides general wellness education about mental health, alcohol and other drugs, general substance use, healthy relationships, and physical health and well-being. So we're really the sort of outreach education arm. We also work closely with University Recreation that provides fitness and education and opportunities through our University Recreation Center. And there is a registered dietitian who works in our university dining services. So we really have a lot of comprehensive wellness resources for students, and I could really spend a lot of time on them, but we're really here to talk about Timely Care, which provides mobile flexibility to your wellness needs. So you might ask yourself, what is Timely Care? Timely Care is not a replacement for those on-campus services that I talked about. It's simply an extension of our offerings. We will continue to maintain our current clinical hours and our current clinical care alongside our rollout of Timely Care. Timely Care provides 24/7, 365 support for students. That means that you can receive support and care after hours, weekends, and including during your breaks and holidays, no matter where you are in the 50 states or the District of Columbia. So if you go off and do an internship in Washington, D.C., just pull that one out as an example, you can still continue to access Timely Care students as a student at Seattle University. And Timely Care really does this in a very easy to use way. You can log in through any device, including your smartphone, excuse me, including a smartphone, tablet, or a desktop computer. Timely Care is paid for through student wellness fees and is at no additional cost to students. Timely Care providers are healthcare providers that have an emphasis and focus on students. So really what Timely Care is it is medical healthcare and counseling services provided to students. And there are generally, excuse me, 7 services provided to students. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to mute my sound while I cough and just take a cough drop. I apologize. I promise I don't have COVID-19. I've tested. It's all allergies right now for me, but I will mute me for myself for a second. All right, so much better now. So like I said, there are 7 services that fall under, and we'll actually talk about each of these in specific. So the way to think about timely care is really that it's a wraparound care all in one place, and really helps and supports students in a range of issues from depression, anxiety to sinus infections and rashes, really a lot of different opportunities. Timely Care has a medical function that provides 24-hour access to a licensed provider in the state where you are located, so long as that's one of the 50 states in the United States or the District of Columbia. This eliminates the need for waiting for visits. The average wait time for a medical visit is about 9 minutes. And so as a student, you can get online, you can go onto the Timely Care app and be speaking to a licensed provider in Washington State within 9 minutes. The service really is designed to help optimize the clinic flow at our own student health center, see people after hours, and decrease urgent care and emergency care visits by utilizing Timely Care's providers to help you determine whether those are visits that you need. Timely Care's providers can diagnose acute issues, minor illnesses or injuries, UTIs, rashes, similar sorts of issues. And they provide one-way record sharing with our student health center in case there's additional follow-up needed at our student health center. If there's a prescription, I do want to note that Timely Care is not an insurance, and so the cost of any prescription drugs would be at your cost to you as a student based on your insurance program or plan. It is important to, might be helpful to note that they do have a prescription discount card, but it is a discount card and not insurance itself. Probably one of the most popular features is scheduled counseling. All students are provided with 12 scheduled counseling sessions. And the wonderful thing about the scheduled counseling through Timely Care is that it often fits student schedules and saves on travel time between spaces in ways that maybe other providers are not as accessible during those times. And so really it can be very useful for folks who have early morning schedules or late evening schedules and need to see somebody at sort of more unusual times. When you log on to Timely Care and you click on scheduled counseling, it will bring you to a list of licensed providers in the state of Washington or the state that you're currently located in, and let you choose a provider, and they will be sorted by next date available. So you'll be able to see really who has the next appointment available. And when you click into the information about the provider, you'll see a short bio, a picture, as well as the languages they speak, information about their specialties, their gender, race, ethnicity, so that you can choose a provider who suits your needs, as well as may have similar cultural experience as you. As I said, through Timely Care, we provide 12 sessions. This is different and distinct from our counseling center, but 12 sessions through Timely Care that reset every August 1st. And that may seem like a short number of visits, 12 visits, but there's a lot that can be done during that period of time. If you think about it, 12 visits on a weekly basis is 3 months. On a bi-weekly basis, it's really 6 months of counseling. And so there's significant things that can really be done with that kind of counseling schedule. In addition to scheduled counseling, we do have a feature called Talk Now. This is immediate, on-demand counseling and support. I should say support in crisis management more than anything else. The use of Talk Now can be for any list of issues, from a roommate concern or frustration to an adjustment or transition issue, to even I'm headed to my anatomy and physiology exam and I don't feel like I've studied enough and now my heart's beating really fast and I need to talk to someone because I'm having a panic attack. You just hop right on Timely Care. The average wait time for CLU students, I get to see this information, is about 4 minutes for Talk Now. So once you're on Talk Now, you'll be put in touch with a provider who can really talk to you about the various experiences that you're having, and have an opportunity to really talk through that and prepare for whatever it is that's causing you care and concern. And they'll also route you back to either our counseling center or Timely Care's own counseling features, scheduled counseling features following. And it really works really incredibly well as an adjunct to counseling at Seattle University or through Timely Care. It's a great support tool for when you're not able to see your counselor immediately, but are experiencing some stress or anxiety. As well, I know I mentioned, specifically anxiety around testing, but it is available for more crisis issues as well, including severe depression or feelings of suicidal ideations. Timely Care also provides psychiatry. It's important to understand how this works in conjunction with our current offerings. Our student health center is filled by licensed, or is staffed by licensed providers, including a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So all referrals go to our student health center, who takes a look at where the most appropriate placement for that particular student is. Is it managing medication that the student's already established on, or is it a new diagnosis or update that the student needs? It may need different routing in terms of psychiatric visits. One of the important things to understand about the psychiatric visits is that based on the licensure and the controlled substances aspect of it, the psychiatry department does not do the prescription of certain types of controlled substances, such as ADHD medications or benzodiazepines. For those, folks would need to see a different provider for those particular medications. However, a wide range of psychiatric medications are available for prescription through the psychiatrist. The best bet is to simply go to our student health center and talk to them about who would be the best person to speak to about your psychiatric needs. Additionally, health coaching is available through Timely Care. This is actually one of the more popular services that Timely Care provides. I should say actually highest rated. And I really encourage students to get a chance to sit down and talk to somebody in the health coaching, because they can really help you with anything from establishing an exercise plan to just managing your sleep, or talking about body image and how to set yourself up for having a healthy body image at college. And so these are folks who are typically have a degree in a specific area, and then their credentials are varied. Some are registered dietitians, some are certified nutritional counselors, others are board certified health and wellness coaches. And so depending on your specific interest in wellness coaching, that's who you'll be set up with. Timely Care also offers group sessions. These are sessions that you can sort of sit in on, webinars, educational opportunities, and many of these are recorded and available on demand through Timely Care's website. There's also a care navigation service. After each visit with Timely Care, someone from Care Navigation will follow up with you and ask, how was the visit? And they really and truly want to know. And if a visit didn't go well, or you didn't enjoy a visit, they will help you find maybe a different provider. They'll help you sort through those issues. Care Navigation is also available when those 12 sessions come to an end, to look into what's the appropriate direction to route you, and how can we continue with care and make sure that you're getting the care and support that you need. Really, they're a wonderful group of people. Not mentioned on here, I said there were 7 services. The 7th service is primarily for faculty and staff, and doing consultation around how to talk to a student about their wellness and well-being, including mental health concerns or physical well-being concerns. Like a student appears to be coming to class pretty much asleep every day. So you didn't really need to know too much about that, but that is a seventh service that is available to our faculty and staff. So how do you start a visit? Well, it's pretty simple. You go to timelycare.com/CLU and you'll get a sign in page. You click in on that sign in right there, and you'll be prompted to log in using your Seattle University credentials. In addition, if you need help navigating this, there is 24-hour technical support. So that's one way through the desktop. The other way is to download the Timely Care app and log in. Again, you'll be taken through your Seattle University credentials. Creating your account takes about 5 minutes. So I encourage everyone to go ahead and create their account now, because when you really want to use Timely Care, you don't want to spend another 5 minutes putting in some basic profile information. Get it on in there now. So you get it in there, you create your account, and you're all set. So the question becomes, what does a visit with Timely Care look like? So I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick, short visit and let you go ahead and take a look.
Hello and welcome to your new telehealth experience, delivered through the Timely Care app. It's free to use, easy to navigate, and provides top quality care from anywhere, anytime. To get started, pause this video and download the Timely Care app by scanning one of these QR codes. Or simply go to your phone's app store and search for Timely Care as one word. To register, enter your school email address and create your account using your information. To access our care options, press Start a New Visit. Then, choose your location and select your visit type. Once you've answered a few questions, you'll enter our virtual waiting room, and a provider will be with you in about 5 minutes. When your provider accepts your visit request, they'll quickly review your case, and you'll be notified when they join the call. Then, press Join Visit to get connected. When speaking with your provider, they can talk through your care plan and answer any questions you may have, all from the Timely Care app. When your visit is complete, your provider will send a summary, along with any resources through the Messages function on the app. We hope you find this new experience an easy way to get top quality care from anywhere. To get started, download the Timely Care app.
All right, I do see a question coming in, but I'm going to finish up this last slide and then I'll begin answering questions. So there's the QR code right there in case you want it, in case you want to download it. If you have questions about the Timely Care app, please put them in the question and answer, or, well, preferably the question and answer or the chat. And then here's some contact information as well as the email address for my office. We are the office sort of answering concerns or questions about Timely Care. So a question came in that a student tried to log in through the app and desktop right now, but it's saying that something went wrong in processing your login. I have to double check the day that you begin as a new incoming student to have your information put through. I'll check in on that and actually get back to that individual student. My understanding was typically from the time that you have an active degree program, which maybe when you're registered for classes, I have to double check, to the time that you graduate. I do know it's working for folks who have already started attending classes, but I will absolutely double check that for you and make sure that I know the timing a little bit better, because I expected you to be able to log in. But if you just recently deposited or created your account, maybe that it takes another day or two. Or if you have multiple Microsoft accounts on your computer, you may need to log out of those other accounts and just log in with your Seattle University email address. Those are all possible issues that could be going on. That being said, are there any other questions or questions about the service, I'll do my best to answer the technical support questions, but not exactly my specialty. Has anybody else tried logging in and been able to get through? Well, I don't see a response to that. So, oh, I did get a response from somebody else that they were able to log in with their phone. So the student who texted me, I've written down your name. I'll send you a follow-up email and see if I can figure out what's going on with your individual account. You should be able to log in if other students are able to log in right now. And it may just be a matter of waiting a couple of days for your information to get properly transferred in or something along those lines. I will definitely look it up. And thank you to the student who was able to log in and took a look for me. I really appreciate it. All right, any other questions that you have? All right, well, seeing none, I'll give it about another 30 seconds. But otherwise, I appreciate your time. All right, I don't see any other questions. Thank you again so much for your time. I hope you enjoy your time at Seattle University. I certainly love working here. It's one of my favorite communities that I've been a part of. And so, yeah, welcome to Seattle University. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.